Also, guys, moving to England and moving also to the situation of Arsenal, I wanted to mention two things. Arsenal are working on contracts, as you know very well. They are fighting to win as many titles as possible. They got new deal done for Bukayo Saka in the month of February. So for sure, Arsenal very happy with the new contract for Bukayo Saka. Now, two more contracts in negotiations. One is Jurriën Timber. Arsenal are working on that, very happy with the player, super professional, talented, developing very well, a crucial player for Mikel Arteta. So Timber is staying and the new contract is getting closer. And then Declan Rice. The conversations already started in 2025. If you follow the channel here on YouTube, I told you several times that Arsenal are working on a new deal for Declan Rice, and now the negotiation is well underway. So contacts are becoming really concrete between Declan Rice camp and Arsenal over new contract. The negotiation is ongoing, the negotiation is going very well, and so Declan Rice is expected to sign a new contract at Arsenal on improved terms, so a better salary. I think it's well deserved for one of the crucial players for Arsenal project, but for sure optimistic to get the new deal done for Declan Rice in the next months. So conversations at the moment are not yet at the final stages, but the feeling on both sides is that this is going to be sorted quite soon. So all very optimistic. Many questions on a report we had in England in the recent days, and I would say weeks, because I saw that several times here in the comments on YouTube, when we do the live streams and everywhere. And it's about Khvicha Kvaratskhelia. Many questions on Kvaratskhelia because Kvaratskhelia has been linked with a move to Arsenal. What I can guarantee, guys, is that Paris Saint-Germain see Kvaratskhelia as an absolutely crucial player. Paris Saint-Germain absolutely don't want Kvaratskhelia to leave the club after 14 months at the club. Is a bit more than 1 year now. And they see Kvaratskhelia as an absolutely untouchable player. So Paris Saint-Germain don't want to entertain any negotiation for Kvaratskhelia. Then I maintain for you guys, I told you already several times, Arsenal want to sign an offensive player in the summer transfer window. Could be one, could be two, we will see, also based on outgoings, also based on opportunities. So Arsenal will do something up front, for sure, but what I can tell you is that for Kvaratskhelia, despite appreciating him, and probably in terms of skills, if you see the Arsenal squad right now, today, Kvaratskhelia would be the ideal player, that's just my opinion, but Kvaratskhelia would be ideal for any team, fantastic player, fantastic winger, but for Arsenal would be the perfect player, probably kind of missing piece in the squad, but the answer I'm getting from Paris Saint-Germain is very clear. They absolutely don't consider an exit for Khvicha Kvaratskhelia in the summer transfer window. So this is the position.
Gooners, don't leave the video yet because we have a very important update about Calafiori. Arsenal has finally decided what to do with the player. Gooners, the Riccardo Calafiori transfer saga is over before it even started, and Arsenal's response to interested clubs has been loud and clear. Last week it was reported that Chelsea have been looking at Calafiori, but they're not the only ones. 4 Serie A clubs from his homeland are tracking the 23-year-old defender. Inter Milan, AC Milan, Juventus and Napoli are all watching from a distance to figure out if an opportunity to sign the Italian could arise. And Arsenal's answer? Absolutely not. According to Team Talk, Arsenal's stance on Calafiori's transfer status is crystal clear. The Gunners have no plans of letting Calafiori leave. Arsenal are fully committed to keeping him at the Emirates. That's not "we'll see" or "depends on the offer." That's a definitive no to Chelsea, Inter, Juve, Milan and Napoli. All 4 Italian clubs will be waiting a long while for an opportunity to present itself because Arsenal have no intention of selling Calafiori. And honestly, discussing the idea of selling Calafiori is amusing, particularly after his performance against Everton. The 2024 signing proved what a difference he can make to the Arsenal squad when called upon at left-back. He's Arteta's best attacking fullback at present. From his staggeringly high football IQ to his versatility, there is absolutely no reason for Arsenal to sell the defender anytime soon. Calafiori started the season exceptionally well. He's dropped out of the starting 11 recently to accommodate Piero Hincapie's incredible form. But that doesn't mean Arsenal are selling. The Italian relishes working with Arteta, whom he admits has made him a better player. He's contracted until 2029. Andrea Berta has no no intention of watching Calafiori walk out the door anytime soon. And that's completely unsurprising. Chelsea can track. Inter, Milan, Juve, Napoli can all watch. Calafiori is going nowhere. Are you relieved Arsenal rejected all interest in Calafiori? Comment, relieved or worried? While Arsenal shut down Calafiori interest, one agent just made a huge claim about Arsenal's summer plans. Guna's Sandro Tanali's agent just dropped an absolute bombshell, and it reveals exactly what Arsenal are planning for this summer. One of the biggest stories of transfer deadline day in January was Arsenal's move for Sandro Tanali. Arsenal made a move, but ultimately it was to no avail. But according to the player's agent, a move could be on the cards this summer. Speaking to Calcio e Finanza, Tonali's agent Giuseppe Riso made a striking admission about his client and his links to Arsenal. Listen to this exchange because it's absolutely critical. Riso was asked, Newcastle are already a Champions League club, but now it's said that Tonali is in the sights of top clubs. Those who aspire to win the Premier League like Arsenal or Manchester City? Riso responded, exactly, that was the goal from the moment he went to England, to try to make him a star player. I think he's the Italian footballer with one of the highest values in the world. Then came the big question. And if Italy were to go to the World Cup and perhaps Tonali shone, would City or Arsenal be on his trail? Riso's answer? I don't know, but it's very likely. Let me break down what the agent just revealed. Riso wants Tonali at an elite club. Not just Champions League, a club that can win the Premier League. And he specifically named Arsenal and Manchester City. He's basically confirming that Arsenal will be back in the mix this summer after the World Cup if Tonali performs well for Italy. Everyone's waiting for the World Cup and then 1,000 situations arise, but everything starts after the World Cup. Riso added, now it's clear that Tonali's agent would be happy for this move to Arsenal to go ahead, but a number of dominoes will need to fall before a transfer can happen. Agreeing a fee with Newcastle won't be easy. Arsenal tried in January and it didn't work. Newcastle value him extremely highly. Other Premier League sides have also been linked to Tanali, so this won't be straightforward, but the agent just told us it's very likely Arsenal will be back for Tanali after the World Cup. This is certainly going to be a transfer race to watch as we head into the summer window. Should Arsenal go all in for Sandro Tanali after the World Cup? Comment all in or pass. Now let's talk about one of our wonder kids who just made Thierry Henry emotional. Guna's Thierry Henry just gave Max Darman the ultimate praise, and what he said will give you goosebumps too. Darman became the Premier League's youngest ever goalscorer, aged just 16 years and 72 days old, by netting in Arsenal's 2-0 win over Everton. The teenager stole the headlines with his first goal for the Gunners, and Arsenal's greatest ever player has been discussing how good Darman can become. Here's what Thierry Henry said on Monday Night Football, and this is absolutely beautiful. I had goosebumps. I don't often get goosebumps watching a game. I remember my first moment. I remember that level of expectation. I could relate. Thierry Henry had goosebumps watching a 16-year-old Arsenal player score his first goal. Let that sink in. Henry continued analysing the goal. What I like here, this bit is pretty. Dewsbury Hall thinks he's going to shoot, but the way he goes on his right foot and pushes it, that's very unlike a left-footed player. Then Henry made a comparison that will blow your mind. Even if you're not an Arsenal fan, in that particular moment, I think everyone could relate and were happy for him. It gave me goosebumps. When asked how excited he is about Darman's potential, Henry said, very. I was there when Wayne Rooney did it, and if someone had told me the career he went on to have, I would have said, maybe. Thierry Henry just compared Max Darman to Wayne Rooney. That's how highly he rates this kid. But Henry also gave an important warning. What you need to do is to protect him along the way because we have a special talent here, not only for Arsenal but for English football, but let's not get overexcited. Am I happy he's at Arsenal? Hell yeah, I am happy, but we also need to protect him and not go too far too early with what he can achieve. Henry knows the pressure that comes with being a teenage sensation. He's seen Wayne Rooney's career, and he wants Arsenal to protect Max Darman so he can reach that same level. Is Max Darman the most exciting talent in English football? Comment Darman or someone else. So Gunners, that was today's video. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with everything that happens at Arsenal, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and activate the notification bell. Let's go, Gunners!